Welcome, guys. How's it going? Hope everyone's good. Sorry for the delay. I was just setting something up really quickly. Let's get this all showing. Give me 30 seconds. Yes, guys. Hi, Nancy. How's it going? Aaron, Riggs, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Let me share my screen. Let me get my screen shared for you really quickly. Where are we? Nice one. Yeah, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Hope everyone's good. Yeah. Let me just move that a little bit. Nice one. Yeah, so I hope everyone's good. Like I say, it's not much today on gold, but like I say, we've been in this sort of range for most of the day. So like I said, I'm just waiting for some nice strong clauses at the moment. So depending on what gold wants to do here, depends on what we can do. You know, we've got some. Let me just refresh all this really quickly. Let me refresh this and what we can do. Let me get up the chart. Let me get up the chart. There we go. Nice one. I can see everything now. Yo, Sahan, how's it going? Shelly, Angie, welcome everybody. Hope everyone's good. But yeah, gold. If we look at where we actually opened this morning, you know, we have had a decent push up, and ever since this push up, we've had this range. I caught a little 10-tick push around here, but since that push, it has just ranged and been sideways. You can see that within this sort of range, we've not done anything. But for now on gold, the analysis that I've got coming into the US session is I've got a level for clauses back below here for sells. You can see on the 15 why this range is super clean. 1 second. Support, look, resistance, support, potential acting as support again. So I'm going to be looking for sells back below this level. Like I say, if we get back below this level, I'm going to be looking for sells into these lows down here. Okay, you can see that we've got some good lows to take out there. And for buys, there's not much. There's not much range to buy above just yet, other than I'd say here, this sort of range here. Okay, 23.83. This is the range that I'd be using on gold for now. I'd like for gold to pull back, you know, create some resistance, which I can then get a level to buy above. That would be nicer. But for now, with the price action that I've got in front of me, I'll be using this range here. Okay. So this is my overall range on gold. And like I say, you've got targets higher above other than these. But yeah, you've got these targets here till we can look to trade into. Okay. But that's what I'm watching on gold, all right? Like I say, daily candle, it's pushed up quite a bit today. Can we continue this into all-time highs now? Potentially. You know, the weekly just instantly pushed up. Could we push into all-time highs? Potentially. But we'll see. We'll see what gold wants to do. All right? But, like I say, we'll just have to stay patient. The main thing for me is, can we close below this level for sells? That would be decent. And then for buys, it'd be back above, like here. Like I say, you could even squeeze a level here, but it's not as clean. You know, you've got some support and resistance here, but look, as soon as you break above there, you're coming into this resistance here. So I'm personally keeping how it is right now. Okay, and then obviously, if you get below this level and you take these lows out, you've got this range here too. Okay. That's what I'm watching on gold, guys. I'm going to be looking for gold to close below this level to sell down into these lows and this level down here. You know, if we can start closing back strong again, we can start looking for them longs again. But within this range, I'm probably not going to be doing much. Let me just update the community quickly. Yeah, guys, let's see who's here. Like I said, drop a comment, drop a like. Yeah, let's see who's joining us today. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Yo, Tommy, how's it going, mate? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're good, mate. Yeah, I think gold is at a big level here, look. It's at a big level of support and resistance. Could this be the little pullback that we needed for it to continue higher into these highs? Yeah, potentially. So if we do start closing strong again, I'll be interested in longs. Because I do think that we need to take these highs before we start pushing down any further. You know, you need to realize that before gold has the push down, it needs to come and take more liquidity, which could be these highs before it pushes down. Sells 33.58. 33.58. Let's have a look. Oh, all the way down here, mate. You're in sells. All the way down here. That's a big drawdown, man. That's big drawdown. You're in that from down here. I'd have cut that a long time ago. But yeah, welcome, Claire. How's it going, mate? TG, welcome, mate. Welcome. Hope everyone's good, guys. Hope everyone's good. Just sub, mate. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, if you haven't subbed already, make sure you drop a subscribe on the channel, okay? If you haven't already, drop a subscribe. We're at 770. Nice. But what I'm liking this now. I'm liking this range. It's backing it up now. This level here, how we're rejecting here, it's starting to get backed up, which is good to see. I like to see reactions from levels. So if we close below this range now, then it's better for sells. And then for buys back above here, you've got that range higher. You know, you've got clear, as people like to call it, you've got clear traffic to the left. If you get back above this level, then look at all this clean area to trade into. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. That's what you needed. That little pullback. All you needed is a little pullback for gold to then push higher. So let's see. How's everyone's day been today, guys? Hope everyone's having a good day, smashing the markets. I really do. Any predictions? No, I don't really predict too much. I don't really predict, Tommy. I try to, like, trade what's in front of me now on the chart. So, like, right now I've got this range, look, from here. Okay, I've got the range from here to here. Okay, so if we break and close above, I'm going to be looking for pushes higher. If we break and close below, I'm going to be looking for sells into this area down here. Okay, so I'm open to both sides. I'm not so focused on one prediction because that's what kills many traders. I'm trying to trade and understand the market with current price action. But yeah, let's see what price wants to do. 30 is looking like it could wick reject, which is nice. You know, a nice wick rejection here on the 30 could be nice for some half risk longs potentially. So let's see how this 30 closes. This 30 could be nice for longs. You know, nice bullish 30-minute close after rejecting the level and sweeping this low here. We could take longs into them highs to the left. Let's see, let's see. Nice one for the likes, guys. I appreciate everyone liking, subscribing. Nice one. How many have we got in right now? 14 and nice. How long am I going to be on live for? Normally about an hour and a half on average, Tommy. Yeah, normally about an hour and a half on average. 33.80 you're in from sells. Let's have a look. 33.80. Right, 33.80 here, basically where we are now. The problem with this sell here, Clay, is that anybody who's looking to short gold down here is going to have their stops up here on these highs to the left. Okay? So if we understand that most people are going to have their stops up here, this is not a good thing for you. So what you're likely to see is a push higher to take these highs out before the push down. So I'm personally going to be looking for buys into these highs where people's stops are. Stop loss at 33.85. Yeah, exactly. Clay, your stop loss is here where I'm looking to target. Yo, bro, I've been trading 9 months and passed my first 15k funded. Now I'm in 500 drawdown. And am I cooked, bro? Keegi, no. I wouldn't say so. Just, like I said, just use it as a lesson. You know, if you get out a drawdown, that's a good lesson. What's your overall drawdown on that account? What's your overall drawdown on that account? Let's see how it plays out. Yeah, Clay, like I say, it could continue pushing down 100%, but I'm not trying to guess what price is going to do right now here. Like, that's not my job. Could you be right and could it continue pushing down? Of course, mate. Yeah, it definitely could. But like I say, I just don't within this range, I just don't know what price is going to do, and I'm not trying to. I don't want 50-50s. I want to try and push it within my favor as much as possible. All right. But yeah, I hope it continues pushing down, because if it does, then I can get sells anyway. You know, below this level, I'm looking for sells. 1.5k? No, you've got another 1k, man. You've got like 60% left of the total drawdown. At the end of the day, mate, trading, you know, at the end of the day, you need to understand that it's just distribution. It's just the distribution of probabilities in trading, you know. When you take a trade, it's just all probabilities. It's just probability distribution. So if you take a challenge and you pass the challenge and you take 3 wins and pass the challenge, okay, that's just because your strategy, you know, the order of that distribution, the probabilities played out where you won 3 trades in a row. You know, you could go on to take the actual funded account, the live funded account, and, you know, lose 2 in a row. That's literally just the probabilities playing out. You can't look at it of like, oh, I've just started this and I've lost 3 trades. Well, no, the next 3 trades could be wins. You just need to let the probabilities play out, okay? Don't look at it too much. If you're following your plan and you've got a proven strategy, don't look at it too much. Just keep executing the plan, executing the strategy, and let the probability play out, all right? You know, people who actually fail and crumble, it's the people who, you know, take a loss and then just go off plan. And that is 90% of traders. That is closing decent. I need a stronger close. We've got 2 minutes here anyway. Nice one for the lights, guys. Smashing it. 11. Smashing it. But yeah, I think we've got a good chance of coming into these highs here. Sorry, into these highs here. Okay. Especially if this 30 clause rejecting this level. You know, we've come down, swept liquidity, pushed back for that liquidity, rejected the level. I think you're going to get a pop on these highs, but we'll see. There's nothing for me just yet until the next candle closes. We need to get out of this range. We need to get out of this. I'd like to catch something not within here. All right. Let's see. 15's about to close, which is also the hourly closure too. Hourly swept lows. Yeah, I think, like I say, we'll see. I'm not trying to guess which way it's going to push. I really don't know. I'm just going to wait for the closure out of this. Let me know if you've got any questions, guys. I'm waiting. Waiting for some questions. Trading related questions. Let me know. Yeah, 15's had a nice reaction there. I'd expect the next 15 to pop, but we'll see. I'd expect the next 15 to pop. Will you tell us if you buy or sell something? Yeah, I won't say to people, okay, buy now, sell now. That's not what I do. I don't do that. You can see in the description. But I'll tell you when I'm personally going to take a trade. You'll understand that anyway. You'll see. So we've got some not high impact. Got some yellow folder news in about 30 minutes. We've got some high impact New Zealand later, but in terms of like anything that's going to bother us in this session, absolutely nothing. So yeah. Price action, yeah, basically I use ranges and liquidity areas and levels. I just use levels and liquidity and find trades for that. Like right now, you can see gold's in this range here. So I'm not trading within this range. $30-minute. Yeah, it's a bit choppy, to be fair. Choppy price action so far. Like I say, we'll see how we close. If it's below, it's below. Sweet, I'll take sells. If it's above, I'll take buys. Let's see. Owlie's just pushed straight down to Wickfill. Yeah, look at this price action on gold. Now, this could be nice for sells if we do get below here. But I'd like to close below this level because we could still reject and push higher yet. Good for scalping at the moment. Keeps going up and down. Yeah, it's just within this range, Tommy. Within this range, and we want to really get out of this. Like I said, I don't know which way it's going to break out. It doesn't really matter for me. It doesn't really matter which way it breaks out. Still holding cells? Nice, Clay. Good stuff. I'm glad it's working out for you. Yes, I'm on. That's what I'm waiting for, mate. I'm waiting for closes outside of this range. Like I say, it doesn't matter which way it breaks out. I'm open to both, either side. I wish I never traded yesterday. Cost me a lot. Too much chop. Yeah, there were a lot of chop yesterday. You know, yesterday was choppy. Especially with it being bank holiday. It's good to get them out of the way, I think, personally. Get bank holiday out of the way. You know, take a couple of positions if you see them in the high volatile push, but this is, you don't want to be messing about in here and here. I personally like futures prop firms better. Yeah, I personally like futures prop firms better. Yeah, I don't really like Forex prop firms, to be honest with you. Like, when I enter a position on my FX prop firm, I go like instantly into negative $80, negative $80 profit. Well, loss. Like with futures, it's like literally like maybe like negative 10, negative $20. Guys, if you want to get your top 1 accounts, guys, I've just linked top 1. You can get your instant funded accounts there, okay? Use the code JTC for 50% off all accounts. Okay, so if you want a good prop firm with good rules, like I say, check out top 1. I've just posted top 1 in the chat. Like I say, use code JTC. You get 50% off all account types. All right. Let me bang. Can I still reverse back? Can it still reverse back from 33.71? Like I said, bro, DK, I'm not too bothered about what it does. You know, it could reject from this level and push higher, but that doesn't bother. If it does, and then I'll look for longs above this level. If it wants to do that, that's fine. If it doesn't and it wants to continue pushing lower and breaks below, then that's fine. I'll sell. I'm not trying to guess what it could and can do. Can and can't do. I'm just gonna be watching this range. Decent little range here now, actually. I'm liking this. If we can get back above this sort of level, then I can start looking for buys. Are the rules similar to Top Step? Aaron, yeah. If you get the instant funding's great. It's just payouts every instant payouts actually now. They just have instant payouts on all accounts, and they just have a 20% consistency rule. And you need to get to 5% profit. But the challenges are basically the same as Top Step, and you can pass in 1 day if you want. Like, you don't have the 50% challenge rule. You can pass in 1 day, which is good. What are you saying, mate? You've taken it? Yeah, I've just taken 10 ticks today, mate. Just one 10-tick trade. Partials. It pushed about 25 ticks, but I caught 10 on partials. So, yeah, about $100. Clay, it's pushing down. Yeah, it could push down further. Like I say, I don't know until we break out. I'm not too concerned about what it's going to do. this could definitely continue pushing down. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not open to it's. I'm not saying it's not going to. If it does, then I'm open to sells. How are you, Naz? Are you doing well, mate? How's your day been? Yeah, still up. There's not been too many opportunities since the push this morning. It's literally just been ranging. Not like a few breakouts here and there, but from push to range, like I understand that it's within like this overall bigger range here. But we'll see. I'm watching these two levels here now anyway. $60 ticks this morning. Beautiful. Great stuff, man. Yeah, great stuff. This is struggling. Gold's struggling at this level here. You know, 15-minute 1, 2, 3 times failed. Could this be the reaction to push higher into these highs? Possibly. Let's see. How much is your Discord, mate? It's £60, TG. It's £60, mate. But like I say, everything included. You got all the education, the chat, psychology, crypto analysis, the Zoom calls, the trading course, market updates, daily, hourly, should I say. You know, there's so much in there. Ticks is just the same as pips. Ticks is used in futures. Pips is like FX. It's just an increment of price, how much it moves. TG, is that monthly? Yes, it is, mate. Like I say, guys, it's monthly. I'm always updating it. It's like daily mentorship. There's always new content going in daily. You know, you get updated daily. Trade with me daily. You know, it's like a daily thing. Worth every penny. I appreciate that, Nancy. Yeah, I tried to keep the value very good, guys. The value in the community is insane. For the price, you won't find anything as much value for the price. You know, there's so many communities for like $100, $150. Like for 60 quid. It's fine. If anybody wants to join, guys, let me put the link in. There, I've just put the link in twice. Click that and join if you want to sign up. Oh, okay, right. I thought so, but it wasn't too sure. Yeah, Tommy, nice. Good question though, mate. A lot of people would be thinking that. Definitely worth it. I appreciate that, Angie. Nice one. Like I say, guys, I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, we have 100% win rate. It's not the case. You know, no professional trader who makes consistent gains has a 100% strike rate. But we have a good plan. We have a plan that we can follow daily. Okay? And we have a proven strategy that gets payouts for members. Okay? Proven. What's my percentage win or loss? My win rate's about 65 to 70%. Yeah, 65 to 70%. Yeah, I've been watching Joe for about a year now. He's always been a consistent trader. Oh, it's Bando. Nice. Welcome. Ah, like, yeah, Bando. How's it going, mate? At least I understand who it is now. I think you might have told me before, but I probably forgot. So many different people with different names. But yeah, how's it going, mate? I remember now. Have I taken a payout with top one yet? No, not yet. Like I say, I'm in profit, like $800 or something. I was more until I left an order in. Stupid, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm up about $800, and my payout's not for another like 2 weeks or something. So I'm focusing on Top Step and Alpha. Like I say, I've got so many prop firms to work with. It's just hard work to keep up with them. So like I mentioned a couple of live streams ago, I'm just going to focus on one at a time now. Once they've gone, then once I've used all the prop firms, I'm just going to stick to one or two. So I'm going to be focusing on Top Step and Alpha for the next 2 weeks. And then I'll go back to top one when I've got like 2 weeks for a payout again. Okay? Because I don't like, you know, taking a win on Top Step, taking a loss on top one, break even on Alpha. It's just not good. It's just not good. I'd rather just have like a few linked, if that makes sense. Michael, yeah, so far I'm just starting, but just struggling a bit. What are you struggling with, Michael? Let me know what you're struggling with. Like I say, guys, when you need to understand that trading is not, I'm going to get it in 2 days. You know, you're going to get it in 2 months. You're going to start picking stuff up in 2 months. Don't join. If it's my community, it's the same. It's the same for if you join the next person's community or someone else's community. Don't join a community and think you're going to understand it in 2 days, a week, and then go, oh, this is rubbish. Bye. No. Stick around, understand the concepts 2-3 months, and then you'll start seeing the consistency. Top one looks like a good option. Yeah, top one's a great option. If you want to get a decent prop firm, top one are a great option. Within this range, though, there's no good options. Yo, good morning, Kian. Yo, how's it going, mate? Good afternoon, yeah, all good. Is top one the only site? Yeah, top one has the best instant funding. I'd say the best instant funding rules for the price. The price on top one instant fundings are insane. Better than any other prop firm. I trade supply and demand, but I don't like having big stop losses. Looking on joining community and learning the strategy. Gonna give it another month and see how my trades are going. Yeah, all good. All good, Bando. Like I say, you'll find that a lot of supply and demand is overanalyzed. You don't need it. And it's just, for me, it's just not. I don't know. Like I say, if it works for you, it works for you, but not for me, man. But yeah, you're always welcome to get signed up. Yeah, I think top one has the best instant funding for the price. And the rules. The rules are very, very good. Look at this. Instant pushes down. 2 candles up. Instant pushes down. It's like this horrible drip to the downside. How long have you been trading? And how long did you stop making profit? Stop making profit? What do you mean start making profit, bro? You mean start making profit? I traded, when I first started trading, I was learning for about 2 to 3 years before I started making any sort of gains. Like 3 years before I started making any profit splits. But that was me doing the wrong things, trading the wrong concepts. You know, I hear a few people in the chat, in the YouTube chat, doing a lot of the stuff I used to do, and it doesn't work. You'll be there doing it for a long time. On what time frame, Dan? I'd say the 30-minute here. Yeah, 30 minutes taking liquidity here, mate. 30 minutes taking liquidity, but not had a strong close yet. Also, hello, mate. Yeah, Dan, how's it going? All good, mate. All good. I'm not liking this price action. Yeah, 30-minute looks clean for a liquidity grab. Yeah, it took liquidity up here. 30 liquidity grab, but we're coming into a level here. I can't be selling until we close below here. Alright. What did you do right then to make the profit? Learned from my mistakes, kept it simple. Product paradise, kept it simple, mate. So many people are trying to reinvent the wheel. And even I tried to do that at the start. You don't need it. Look at my chart. I've got like 3 lines on it. And I'm profitable. I used to have like indicators, Fibonacci, levels, trend lines, everything. I thought I was like trying to recreate some science project or something. One to 2 trades a day is key. Yeah, definitely. That's 100%, mate. I agree. Yeah, I say that to everybody. I say 1 to 2 trades a day. 1 to 2, 1 or 2 trades per day is all you need. Like, look at this here. Look at these. Look at Goldie rejecting this level. It's just failing to close out of this level here. Like, so many guys, so many people. I'd say a lot of people come to my community. A lot of people come to the community members. Very good traders come from ICT, supply and demand, overanalyze trading. And they're very good traders, but they just, when it comes to the execution, with all this, you know, analysis, they just can't execute cleanly. And poor execution is not what you want. You want that clean, perfect execution. You want to know exactly what you're doing, exactly where you're entering, exiting, managing. And 95% of people who have so many stuff on the chart just can't do that. Yeah, failing at this level again. I'd be very surprised if it broke and closed below here for now. Let's see how this 15 closes. But yeah, I'm not liking this price action on gold. Really not liking this price action. It's been like, look at this, range, break above, range, break below, range. If it breaks above now and starts ranging again, guys, I mean, that just tells me everything for today. Mark Douglas, yeah, Mark Douglas is good. Mark Douglas, Tom Hugard, however you want to say it, Hugard. He's got good psychology videos. Tom Hugard is actually a guy who got me into. I watched a lot of him, and he got me to like 2 or 3 years ago. I saw this, and he got me to trade. Like, he was talking about how he trades what the market is showing him right now. He had a webinar or some sort of like video about that. It's like he's not trying to trade, you know, trying to predict like, oh, I see this next candle pushing all the way up here, I'm going to start buying. No, he waits for like the candles to form and then he trades what's in front of him. All right. And I think that is a very big turning point for a lot of people. Look at this candle, instantly open and reject, and it's just boring price action. Just boring price action. I might go and make a coffee soon, guys, and then get back to it. If you don't mind. Whilst we're waiting for this to break out, like I say, we've got like 6 minutes until this closes. You can't get any simpler than trading what's right in front of you. 100%. Kian, you've literally hit the nail on the head, mate. Like, people will see a big fucking candle go through the screen like this, and they'll say, all right, sells. I'm like, why? I'm like, you've got targets to the upside. You've got a big, like, huge FU candle to the upside as well. Literally going across your screen, and people are going, oh, it's hit an order block, I'm going sells. I'm like, why? Like, I don't care. Like, the market is just telling you that it wants to push up into that liquidity. Why are you even thinking about sells? Is that a decent range? I don't know. It's just choppy in here, you know. Super, super choppy. Oh. Right, guys. I'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to make a coffee. Right. Don't go anywhere. Back in a minute. Yo, 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 we're back. What is Goldie up to here? What does it want to do? See, guys, this is why price action's king. I want to see how many people are blowing their accounts in this price action. I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Not us. We're not. Focus on psychology, personal strategy just give you an edge. Yeah, definitely. 100%. Strategy, you know. Oh, one sec. There we go. Strategy, literally, having a profitable strategy is one thing. You can't just have any strategy for sure. You can't just say, all right, I'm going to flip a coin and buy and sell, of course. But you are right to a certain extent, Naz. If you've got a strategy that has an edge, like you say, you know, just give you an edge in the market, that's fine, you know. You can have a profitable strategy and your psychology is all over the place, then you're unprofitable. You need, obviously, a profitable strategy and then good psychology too. But like I said, you can have a strategy that helps with psychology too, like we have. You know, this strategy here, we understand that we're not trading within this zone. You know, this no trade range. Okay. Just got to master no fear when trading, definitely, man. Definitely. Literally it, man. And that's the difference. That's the difference. That's when I say, oh, guys, it'll just click. That's literally the thing that clicks. It's the sort of executing flawlessly without any sort of fear. Okay. But I'm not going to sit here all day, guys. We've been on for an hour. And Cole's done absolutely nothing. But we'll see. I'll stay on for another maybe like 30, 40 minutes. Tell you what, there's been a lot of bank holidays recently, haven't there? Been many bank holidays. Like every other week's a bank holiday. Tell you what, these 15-minute highs are going to get crushed at some point. We haven't taken any 15-minute highs in like 6 candles now. I'd fancy some of them to go and get taken. Probably me a month ago. Oh yeah, with the psychology. Yeah, good. If you've worked on that, man, good. I kind of expected this range on gold, to be honest with you. Yeah, 30 close, hourly closes above are clean for longs. I need to clear this range here, though. Nice, Dan. How's your account going? How's your account going? Got another one, end of May. Seriously. Crazy. I can't... I'm not up to date with, like, when bank holidays exactly are. But... yeah, you're right. Bridge public holiday. Wow. Oh my god, here we go, guys. Now we're getting the push. Go on, Goldie, lad. As Trump just said, oh, I'm tariffing again. Putting tariffs on everyone. What's that push there? 70 ticks in like 2 minutes. I hate pre-US session. Asia looks like the session to trade. Yeah, Asia's been clean recently. US session, pre-US like we're in now, coming into the US in like an hour. You know, you get some good moves. I trade live on YouTube pre-US because it's good for people who live in the UK and the US. And because I trade with the community anyway. I trade live in the US session. You know, after the YouTube live, I'm trading with the community live anyway. So it doesn't matter for me. I just choose to do this session because most people can do it on YouTube. It's because of the news. Yeah, we had some amber news. We didn't have any high impact, I don't think. Insomniac. Does your code work on the 100k instant? Yeah, it works on any account type, Naz. So if you want 150k instant, you can get 50% off. If you want, I don't know, 5 challenges, you can get 50% off 5 challenges. Yeah, I think they're great. I'm personally, I'm going to be trading my alpha account. Whatever happens to that, if I get a couple of payouts or if I get a payout on my next one, whatever happens within the next, I don't know, 2 weeks, if I lose it or if I keep trading it, I'm personally going to get 3 instant accounts. Well, I'm going to buy start using my other instant accounts. So I'm going to have 3 instants, and I'm going to have I'm going to try and get max funding on Top Step again because I do like the Top Step X platform. Yeah, I think these hides are going to get taken. I'd be very surprised if they don't. Very surprised if they don't. Yeah. Yeah, Bando, definitely. Asia's been giving some good moves. Even London, pre-London here, look. Grabbed the lows, started pushing higher, look. You had a decent swing type of play there. That's a decent swing there. Look, running into them highs now. I knew these highs were going to get taken. I knew anybody selling is going to get trapped. I had a feeling. If the 30 closes above, yeah, I'll look for a trade, mate. If the 15, even if the 15 gets above, I'll be looking for a trade. Like I said, I'd want to get back above here, really. Gold's way too bullish to be looking for sells. Yeah, Gold's been having little pullbacks, big continuations, look. Little pullback, big continuation. Little pullback, big continuation. Look, little pullback, potential big continuation. Yeah, I personally like buys better. It's going to go and smash that liquidity, though, I think. That we mentioned at the start of the stream. Very close to it now. If it starts reversing here, I'd be very surprised. Yeah, let's see. Let me check these comments, guys. Sorry, I'm just focusing on what Gold's gonna do. Have we had the liquidity grab? Yeah, we had the liquidity grab down here, mate. Can you see these laws here? This is the liquidity down here taken. This is the rejection from range 1 straight into range 2 for potential entries. Yes, on an impulse you can. On an impulse, you can have a red liquidity grab. Or the opposite direction as a liquidity grab. That's fine on an impulse. With half risk, it's not. Yeah, Kian's got it. Perfect, that's right, mate. Tell you what, understanding of the strategy is really good. Really good. Thing is with this as well, if it pops out in 7 minutes, if it pops and sets these highs to the left, it'll pop, like it'll push. And you're probably going to have that next leg higher. It'll pop through this liquidity and keep pushing. Yeah, on an impulse, it is better You know, on an impulse, it is better if it closes bullish. But if not, it doesn't really matter because you've got your closure, your higher time frame closure after the grab and the rejection. See, there's your pop. There's your pop on gold. 5 minute. 5 minute confirmed as well, kind of, look. You take the 5 minute entry, you had confirmation on the 5. I don't trade 5 minute impulse. But if you do, there's your 5 minute impulse. You know, you got 40 ticks there. Sorry guys, I'm just getting my charger in on my camera. Yeah, 5 minute actually give you an impulse there. Yeah, me too. If we close out here on the 30, then I'll be looking for longs, guys. I want to see how strong we close on this 30. Like I say, you've got some sort of liquidity and level to trade into up here. That's what I'll be looking for. A long way away. We'll see, we'll react and let's have a look when it closes, all right? Oh, DK, nice. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, 5 minute actually gave you an impulse there. Yeah, it's pushing now, is that? Pushing. I thought it would pop. You know, when we were down here, you know, we had this liquidity. Anybody... You know, guys, like I mentioned at the start of the live, anybody going short on gold here, okay? Anybody going short on gold here, where they're gonna have the stops up here, okay? And what happens? They get taken into the market straight into a stop loss. Look at that, straight into stop loss. You know, they're seeing these bearish candles here. They start loading up their sell orders. What happens? Price comes into this level, rejects. We start looking for buys, bang, straight into their stop loss. We buy into where their stop loss is. We profit, they take a loss. Okay? And that's what I look to do every single day. Yeah, Terrorist, we'll see how this closes. Me too. I'd like for this 15 to close above here. It's flying. It's actually flying. There was one dude who was saying he was shorting. Yeah, I said that could it push down? It could, but I'd be very surprised if it didn't come and take these highs. I wouldn't have personally been shorting. If you took the 5 minute entry, nice. If you trade the 5 minute, guys, if you trade the 5 minute, there's your 5 minute entry. I personally don't trade the 5 minute on impulse. I don't need to. But if you do trade the 5 minute on impulse, then you've got 70 ticks there. Yeah, gold's flying, guys. You're right there, Tommy. I hope everyone's learning something today. You know, even if you're not taking entries with me, you'll be able to see these entries every single day. Yeah, 170 ticks is crazy. Huge push. That's what we call patience, definitely, mate. You're right there. Patience always pays. Always. You know, in everything that you do, patience always pays. When you start trading, you need to be patient because you need to be patient to start seeing the results. You know, when you're looking for trades, you need to be patient because if you're not patient when you're looking for your trades, then you're going to blow up. You know, everything's to do with patience in trading. You know, we're paid to wait. You know, if you start trading, start learning a strategy. Okay, If you start start learning a strategy, and then after 2 weeks you get impatient and start quitting and going against the strategy, well, it's never going to work. It's really never going to. And I did that for so long. So long. Just starting new and I'm just watching along. BG, welcome, mate. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, it's good to have you. What am I looking for now, bro? Now the highs have been taken out. I'm going to see how this 30 and 15 clause. We could get some long entries in a second. I could look for a wick fill play. If it bottom wicks now, I'm going to look to play this wick fill. I'll be looking to enter into this high. Okay? So, next candle opens, pushes down. I'll be looking to buy, and I want it to flip into this high. Okay? That's my next entry. You've got like 30 ticks there. So you know what I'm doing beforehand. I'm looking for the new candle to open, push down. If it pushes down, I'll buy the flip into that high. Okay? And that'll be my trade for the session. Alright? So I want to see the next candle push down, give me a bottom wick, and I'll get a flip. I'm only using half risk because I've taken a trade. I've already taken a win today, so I'll be taking like a little small risk trade here. So I need this to bottom wick, push down, give it like 30 seconds. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. And then I'll be looking to buy this if it flips on this new candle here. I'll tell you when this goes in for me. I'll tell you when this goes in. I'm gonna tell you how many I'm gonna risk. I'm gonna tell you how many ticks I'm gonna risk to. Let's see. Right, I'm gonna put a buy stop in here. We've closed above this range. If we flip now and start pushing higher, we should flip and pop higher into this wick fill on the 15. Yeah. So I'm only going to be using, like I say, my stop loss is 30 ticks. I'm only going to be using 3 micros on this entry, okay? I'm only risking 10 ticks. And like I say, I've made 10 ticks already today. So I'm only using my profit for the day. Whatever profit I made today, 10 ticks, $100. I'm only risking $100 on this trade, which for me is absolutely nothing. Okay? So I've got a buy stop on this entry. Buy stops. But I'm only risking literally next to nothing. So I'm risking 10 ticks in total, guys. Don't take trades with me. This is just for educational purposes only. If you are trading right now on this breakout, not exactly my entry here, just don't use big risk. There's no point in over-risking, oh, Joe's taking this trade, it has to win. No, it's not. Because I'm taking a trade, it doesn't have to win. Like, my strike rate's like 65%. Every 10 trades, I'm going to lose 3. Just understand that, okay? I could lose this one, I could lose the next one, and then I could win the next 3. Like, you could tune into my YouTube lives for the next 2 days. I take 3 trades, lose all 3, but then you tune in for the next 2, and I win 6 in a row. Okay? It's literally about probability distribution. Does it bother me if I execute and take a loss? No. It really doesn't. I'm still not in this, guys. I'm not in this yet. Putting that there. I'm not in this yet. I'm waiting for it to flip. Okay? If you don't understand what a buy stop is, if you don't understand what buy stops are, guys, do not even put the entry in. If this starts breaking this law, then I'm gonna cancel my order. If it breaks this law, I'm gonna cancel my order. I'm just gonna wait then for the 30 to close. Cause I don't want to be risking so much. You know, I'm gonna take one off. I'm gonna use 2 micros now. Yeah, I'm only using 2 micros here now. I want to keep it at 10 ticks. I don't want to be risking more than my profit for the day. Yeah, if it starts breaking any lower than this current low, then I'm gonna take the order off and I'll wait for the new 30 candle. Like I say, I'm only risking 10 ticks in total on this trade. Nice breakout, but after I take a win already today, I'm not risking all that win. I'm not going into drawdown after a win already. Like I say, 1 to 2 trades a day is all I need. What's the 5 saying? I don't think this is going to flip, to be honest. I might just wait for the 30 in a minute. 30 closes bullish, I just get the next 30 candle. It's all good. But I hope people are starting to get a feel for how the process that I look for. And this is all I do. This is literally all I do. I set alerts. I don't stare at this range all day. I set an alert here, and I wait for this to break out like this. Then I start trading. I'm doing nothing. Here, I'm not even looking at the chart. I'm waiting for a breakout. Waiting for the 30? Yeah, not a bad decision. I don't mind that, Terverus. I'm going to keep it. I'm only risking 10 ticks here. Doesn't really bother me. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel this in a second. 5 minutes just opened. Yeah, right, guys. I'm gonna cancel this order now. It doesn't look like it's not flipping anytime soon for me just yet. I'm gonna cancel this order. I'm gonna wait for the 30 to close in 9 minutes. If you keep this order in, all good. Just understand you're running the risks of a big stop loss. All right. You know, if you get this buy stop order in here, you know, you've got a 50 tick stop loss, so you need to use very small risk. You know, that's why we're using like 3 micros or three contracts. It's a pity. It's a pity because this 15 breakout was super clean. I expected it to come on Wickfield this 15 quite quickly, but it hasn't yet. So we'll see. Like we had the bottom wick, which was nice. We just didn't get the flip to get the entry. I expected this high to come and get revisited quite quickly, and it just hasn't done. But no flip, no trade. It's as simple as that. Like I say, I'm not anybody just market executing here. Guess what? You don't understand volume. You're getting stopped out because you don't understand volume. You know, you're getting faked out kind of now. You know, if this just continues down and you market executed up here, well, you've just been faked out of this breakout. And that's what we prevent. We prevent fake outs. Look at that. Straight back down. Good stuff. Good following the plan, guys. Good following the plan. Yeah, I'm waiting for this 30 to close too. I'd love to get an entry today with you, but if it just doesn't show, it doesn't show. It's one of them. HS just put on video in the group saying everybody redeposit. Oh, Tommy, bro, get away from that broker, man. It's dodgy. Unregulated brokers from people who get you to sign up is a joke. Seriously, they need like it's crazy. But yeah, at least I've tried. At least I've helped you out, bro. I'm happy that, you know, I've got you onto the good side of trading because it actually can be very good. Like, signals are not going to do anything for you. Can't believe he's making people redeposit money. It'd be saying to people, do you want to get rich? If you want to get rich and make so much money like me, you need to be putting more money. Like, grow up, man. Like, I give people good suggestions. You know, whatever they do after I tell them what I do. That's that. But like I say, you know, prop firms, you know, real education, getting a profitable strategy that you can, you know, trade forever. You know, you learn a profitable system, you can trade that for a lifetime. Signals are here for like, you know, some signal groups are here and gone in like 6 months. It just got me into trading, actually wanted to learn skill. Yeah, and Kian, you're starting to crush it now. Seriously, you've been in the community, you know, a couple of months now, and your understanding of the chart is very, very good, you know? So yeah, good stuff, man. And understanding that a lot of these signal groups will get you trading 5 to 10 trades per day. Or you don't need 5 to 10 trades per day, guys. You need 1 to 2 high quality setups per day in your session. If you trade for 2 hours a day after work, you can still find your 2 trades. Okay? Joe, I've been paying $49 for a month for about 3 months. I'm starting to wonder if it's better for paying for keeping. Yeah, Austin, I think, to be honest with you, I think instant funded. I've got a feeling that this year, by the end of the year, I think Top Step and all the rest of them will have instant funding. I think they are going to be like the sort of way to go. Because, you know, for a 50k, guys, for a 50k instant funding with Top 1, it's $300, okay, or $350. If you pass a challenge and pay the activation fee, you know, that's $200 and you need to pass. Okay? Never mind actually trying to pass it, you need to pass it. And you might fail 4 or 5 times before you pass it. So you're actually saving money and it's quicker, you're straight to making money after an instant funded account. Exactly, that's right, Austin. You know, you've got $199 for a 25k instant funding. Straight to making money. This is what I personally think. Like I say, I'll tell you what I think, and you use that information as you like. It's not advice, it's just what I think. It's what I do anyway. Yeah, exactly. I'm paying $49 a month, but I'm break even for 3 months. Yeah, exactly, Austin. And when you start learning my system, and when you start putting this into practice, you know, you've only, like I say, you've only just joined the community. When you start putting this into practice, you'll start seeing the consistent gains. Especially the way Asia's been at the moment. Yeah, Asia's been very clean. I bought 100k yesterday, 237 quid. Nice. Yeah, good. Good stuff, Nancy. I've got 450k in funding from Top 1. Yeah, this is going to flip bullish. Watch it flip bullish now. I don't like that 50 tick. It's got like 3 minutes to flip. It's got like 3 minutes to flip. So I'm not going to enter it, but you know, that would be the position. I'm not trading when tired Tuesdays. My journal says they are the worst because I'm trying. Yeah, good stuff, Austin. Is that after work, mate? FIFA Fever, it would, but I'm not taking it. The stop loss is like 50 ticks. It probably will flip bullish and continue pushing into these highs, of course, but I'm not taking it. I'm going to wait for this 30. 30 closes like this. I'm going to take the next 30 flip, guys. All right, we've got 2 minutes to wait here. Let's see if the 30 is going to set up for me. Asia's been great, Austin. Asia's been great. You can't go wrong. Seriously, if you can guys, if you're awake to Asia, like when I was in Thailand traveling and Vietnam traveling, you know, I was watching the Asia, and Asia's very clean. You know, last time I was in Asia, I wasn't actually trading because I wanted to trade London and US with the community. But if you can actually trade Asia, that's great. So yeah, 30 minutes about to close here. If the new 30-minute candle does exactly what this 15 did here, which is flipping now, bottom wicks and pushes down, then I'll execute, okay? So the 15 actually has started to push, which is annoying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Look at that. You've got 20 ticks there into wick fill. Let's see if we bottom wick in 30 seconds. Asian session, I'd usually say 2 a.m. GMT. 2 a.m. GMT is good to start Asia. 1 to 2 a.m. BG, it doesn't matter what you trade, but the strategy that I teach is quite for high volume pairs. So I do personally like to trade gold and Nasdaq. Look at it go. Look at it. It played out in the end, guys. It is what it is. It literally flipped last minute. I'm not holding that. It is what it is. All right. It actually would have hit. Profit. 6 p.m. Eastern, yeah. Cooking with Tori, nice one. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern, which is like, what, 12? I think like 12 UK time. 1. Depending on. Yeah, I think gold and Nasdaq trade the best, personally. But yeah, guys, that's going to be me done. I'm gonna head off. I'm going to go on trade live now with the community. The US session, we're about to get into the US session now, so it could get interesting. But I'm going to head off. I've been on for an hour and a half now, guys. I'm gonna head off, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's stream. I tried to catch a couple of positions, but like I say, it is what it is. I'm not going to force it. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to force it here now. I'm just going to wait for gold to create that structure, okay? All right, guys. But yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And like I say, community Discord members, if you're in the mentorship, I'll see you in the Discord now. Let's see if we can catch some US session plays, because we are actually getting into the US session now. And anybody who's not in the community, I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. If you did hold the position, guys, if you did hold this position, which I was talking about, here, you'd be in nice profit now. So if you did hold it, nice work. I don't know who did. Yeah, if you did hold it, good work. I personally just cancelled it and it flipped, but I'm not going to start FOMOing or revenge trading. It is what it is. Q-Blizz, Kian, in a bit, mate. I hope you do too. See you in the community. BG, have a good day too, man. And yeah, same time tomorrow, guys. Let's see if we can catch some positions tomorrow. Like I say, a bit unlucky today. We tried to catch a couple of trades outside of this range, and goals just pushed without us. It is what it is. Like I said, don't force it. On to the next one. Oh, nice, Kian. Good stuff, man. Yeah, good. Wickfield gave you 30 ticks. That's all you need. 30 ticks. Good stuff. Shelly, in a bit. But yeah, bye-bye, guys. If you want to join the Discord community, free Telegram, there's many links there. You can get signed up, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye.